Hi guys, it's Anissa. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we did a full face using products that are under $10. The purpose of me doing this video was to show you guys that you don't have to break the bank to get a nice full beat glam that you can actually love, and it's not something that's just kind of like half par. Some of these products in here are actually favorites of mine, whether it be drugstore or high-end. And I also mentioned a couple other products that are under $10 that I didn't necessarily use, just to give you guys a couple more recommendations. If you guys like the content that I'm putting out and you like these type of videos, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. This is what we were able to come up with. I'm very proud and very excited to show you guys some of these products because some of them I just haven't talked about in a while. One or two of them I don't think I've ever even used on camera. I could be lying. Short-term memories coming into play right now. If you guys want to see how I got this and are interested to see the products I used, then keep on watching. Guys, the first product we are going to be using today is this CarMax Comfort Care Natural Lip Balm, and this is in the flavor Watermelon Blast. Recently, I have been using that Tarte lip balm. It's a bit thicker, and especially since it's winter time, if something's too sweet, it just gives me a bit of a headache. Next, for eyebrows, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. the Lock On Liner and Brow Cream, and this is the color Espresso. I just mentioned this in a full face of first impressions not too long ago, and I have been using it quite a bit. I really like it. The only, which I guess really isn't a downside, you just have to be careful because it's really, really pigmented. You don't need a lot of product. I don't even think I dipped into my product more than once, but I wanted to also mention another really good affordable brow pomade is the NYX Tame and Frame brow pomade. What stands out to me about this one is you get so much product. For pot concealer, the only affordable one that I have as of right now is this NYX Full Coverage Concealer, and this is in the color Caramel. I just shopped the VIB sale, which I'm not sure if that video will be up by now. I'm pre-filming a lot of videos right now because I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled out. I feel like the drugstore needs more pot concealers because the only one that I really could find was this one, and then Makeup Revolution makes one, but it only comes in 3 or 4 shades. It's not very inclusive. Drugstore itself can be a bit deceiving because if you actually get on the website of a product, a lot of drugstores will not carry every color of every product, especially when it comes to foundations. I'm just going to use one of my favorite brushes of all times, this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, to blend out that concealer. When I first started using this shade, the more I use it, the more I like it, because at first I thought it was really, really light. But when you blend it out, it honestly just gives a really pretty highlight to the eyebrow. And I'm also, little side note, I'm going to try to keep all of my brushes affordable. This is just the e.l.f. concealer brush. How is everyone doing? I know personally a lot of the schools around me are about to shut down again. And I was talking to my boyfriend the other day, and I feel as though I thrived the most during quarantine. And I don't know if I've ever shared that with you guys. I think it was really mostly because I had YouTube, but I know for a lot of people it was really hard on their mental health. So I hope that you are all doing great and amazing, no matter what the future may hold, if we go into lockdown again or if we don't. For eye primer, I'm gonna go ahead and use this e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. And this is in the color Clay. I've actually put a dent in it. I have noticed this is very thick. It is a little bit more drying, but I really like it. Pretty close to my actual skin color, so it does a bit of correcting before I even put on any eyeshadow, which is amazing. And I'm just using this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. This is way too big for me to use in my crease. I am so excited to share these with you guys, and some of you may have heard of them, some of you may have not. For eyeshadow, I was like, okay, what can I do for under $10 eyeshadow? Oh, maybe I can do singles, but I was like, no, I know exactly what I'm going to do. These are the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow palettes. I've only used these once on my channel, and shame on me because these are so amazing. If I were to ever go traveling somewhere, I could take these two and be fine. This one is in the color Cream and Sugar, and this one is in the color Pumpkin Pie. The formula on these guys is so amazing, and they're $3 a piece. $3 for this little thing, and it's obviously so convenient for travel. To start off with, which this is gonna be a little bit different because I have tried to start using a transition color before I do any eyeshadow. First, I'm gonna go on with this Pumpkin Pie palette, and I'm gonna take the color on the very, very left, and I'm just going to put that all over my crease as a transition color. And I think what really also draws me to these eyeshadows is they're my perfect tones. If I could put an eyeshadow palette together, I would pick every single one of these colors. I want to start using a transition color because people say that it kind of helps your eyeshadow blend better, especially your crease color, because usually I just go straight in with the crease color. But you know, I'm trying to learn crease color, and I'm going to use the third color, and I'm going to put that all over my crease. I'm going to go into the Cream and Sugar one now, and I'm going to use this very end color, and I'm taking just a little smudge brush. I'm just going to put that right on the outer edge of my eyes. But I want to note to you guys, do you see how beautifully these colors are blending together? They're very, very pigmented. I'm gonna go back in with that same Morphe brush and just blend this out. Now, this is what gets really hard for me because I love all of the gold shadows in these. In the Pumpkin Pie palette, that is second in the row. I'm gonna use my finger and just put that on my eyelid. So gorgeous. You can't even try to tell me different because I will not listen. This is like my favorite type of gold because it has sheens of glitter in it, but it also is so super shimmery and pigmented. I really could leave that and not blend it. The shadows do have a little bit of fallout. That really doesn't matter if you're somebody that does your eyes first. That's more of a problem for people who do their complexion first and then their eyes. I'm not going to do my inner tear duct color right now, and I'm also not going to do the bottom of my lash line right now because I have to put makeup on. For primer today, we're going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. Honestly, I like all of the e.l.f. primers except for that one is the only e.l.f. primer I found that I do not like. It felt like my pores were clogged. I did not feel hydrated. I felt like an oil slick, if anything. Probably my three favorites are the mattifying, the mineral infused one, and then this poreless one. Next, we are going to color correct, and I'm just going to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color orange. I have not found anything that is affordable and as good as this. The only other one that I have that is drugstore is the Black Radiance one, and that one just isn't as much coverage as this one does. I just purchased quite a few, probably 3 or 4 higher end ones that I want to try because I want to see if there's actually a huge difference. I have tried the actual concealer shades. They have so many. I'd be surprised if you could not find your color, and they're super affordable. If you look for them in Ulta, at first I couldn't find them and I thought my Ulta didn't sell them. They have the high-end makeup on one side of the store, and then they have the drugstore makeup on the other side of the store, and then where they keep all the beauty sponges, brushes, and where they keep strip lashes for the drugstore, they should be in that same row. For a contour, I'm just going to use this Revolution Conceal and Define in the color C18, and I actually want to try this in the regular shade because it's so super pigmented. You'll see how far these 3 dots go. It's kind of crazy. Now that I'm reaching for my brushes, I realize I have some high-end brushes, but I really tend to reach more for the drugstore ones, and this is just a Real Techniques contour brush. For drugstore, I'm much more comfortable with the brushes, what's good and what's not. Now for foundation, I'm actually pretty excited to share these with you guys. I've used them probably 2 or 3 times on my channel. Black Radiance Color Perfect Oil-Free Liquid Makeup. And I have the colors Chocolate Truffle and Toffee Caramel. If you are somebody who is darker, I'm pretty sure that their range is all right. I think what made me want to mention these the most is that I absolutely love the applicator on this. It's a little spatula. It's super breathable. I honestly have never tried to build it up, but on its own, it's about a light to medium coverage, more on the medium coverage side than the light coverage side. There's other brands, especially even the high end, that refuse to give you a bump or anything for how much you pay for the product, versus this is under $5 and they can put a spatula on there. Once again, if they can do it, so can anyone. But it's very, very breathable. And I personally like the way that it goes on with the sponge a little bit better than it does with a brush. If you feel like a foundation is cakey, try applying it with a sponge, because I've never felt like a foundation was cakey when applying it with a sponge, versus I feel like it's a little bit easier to feel that way with a brush. I try to mention things that are inclusive, but when it comes to brands that are not necessarily even just Black owned, but brands that are made for specifically Black people, don't be offended if you're not Black and I mention them. Power to the people. I think there's something very empowering about supporting not only a brand that is Black owned, but a brand that's made for specifically you, because we're not even gonna sit here and act like there's brands that don't have anything for people of color. We're just not gonna sit here and do it. Doing this video is making me so happy on the inside, because I'm seeing so many products that I used when I first started doing makeup, especially the e.l.f. primer, but this is another one. Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm in the color Tan 146. And I probably say this every time I mention this concealer. I learned how to do makeup off of YouTube, and there was a time that they did not have shades for people of color. There was not any darker shades. It just was not happening. And then I remember when they finally came out with the darker shades, I was so excited, because I was like, oh my gosh, all these YouTubers that I watch that are lighter than me rave about this stuff, and it really sucks that I can't use it. But every time I use this stuff, I'm just reminded of how good it is. It's super, super lightweight, but it also has a really good coverage with it. And it just gives the most natural brightening effect. For powder, this is the second time I will be using this. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, and this is in the color Medium Beige. And I just found out they have 2 colors deeper than Medium Beige. I hear so many people rave about this stuff. And again, I use that in my latest full face of first impressions. Go over one more time before I put powder on. It's so weird because, as the name says, it has a bit of a glow to it, which is something I'm not used to. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my nose because I tend to sweat under all of these studio lights. Okay, I like this a lot better than the first time I used it, after staying there for a little bit, that it hung onto little fine lines underneath my eyes. So hopefully it doesn't do that, because I really, really want a new favorite drugstore under eye powder. I've been trying to love the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. We're having some relationship problems right now. So let's just take the fact in that everything on my face right now is under $10. Let that soak in a little bit. This is the first face powder I ever used. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder, and this is in the color C7. But I tend to find that, especially with L'Oreal, when they say something is a bit cooler, it tends to be a little bit more on the neutral side, and then their warm stuff is just orange. Wanted to mention the Maybelline Fit Me because that is a really good powder. You can see it definitely has coverage. I'll just go in with a Flawless concealer brush, and I will take that in the product and just put it right above my brow. I like it highlighted, but not super highlighted. Favorite drugstore blush besides the Black Radiance one is the NYX Professional Sweet Cheeks Matte. This is in the color Risky Business. I just purchased another color of this because the swatches on Ulta's website sometimes can be very, very deceiving. Things look a lot different on the website than they do in person sometimes. And I've been trying to find some super affordable, good blushes for people of color. This is a lot of blush, oh my gosh. They have a lot of good shades, and this stuff is so pigmented. I used to focus really going on the apples in my cheeks, but now I kind of blend it up into where I would put my highlight a little bit. I'm just gonna go back in with that sponge that had my foundation on it and go right back over it. This is a really easy way to diffuse not only blush, but also highlighter, really anything that you have on your face that you think you have a little bit too much of. Just go over it with a little bit of product, because I mean, you can still see there's product in there, and boom, just gives the most pretty wash of color to the cheeks. It's amazing. Now I am going to use this NYX Bare With Me Prime Set Refresh Multitasking Spray. This is exactly $10. You guys know I drench my face in setting spray. Oh no, this is not enough. Hold on. This and setting spray together changed my life. You putting any type of air or some type of fan is letting that setting spray really soak into your skin super, super fast. And then it kind of turns everything really cohesive. Before we go on with highlighter, I want to finish the eyes. So I'm going to go in with the Cream and Sugar palette. I'm going to take the second color in there and use that as my inner tear duct color. Look at how pigmented that is. kind of bring it up a little bit into my lid color and really blend it out. Boom, you have like a fourth dimension to your face now. Hi. For the bottom, I am going to take this NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick, and this is in the color Deepest Brown. When I went to get products for this video, this is the only thing that I had to buy because I don't have any highlighters that are under $10. So we are going to go out on a limb here and try this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder. This is in the color Golden Flower Crown. Then I'm going to take the other side of that and just blend it out. I really did not have to use this much. For once in my life, I think my highlighter is a bit too much, so I'm just going to go over it. For mascara, I am going to use the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black, and I also mentioned this in my full face of products I'm getting rid of, but I got rid of that specific one because I think the packaging was messed up. I couldn't get it back into the bottle very easily at all. And I also wanted to know, this is one of my favorite mascara when I did not have eyelash extensions, but I really, really love this now because it is the perfect size to really get close to your lower lashes and not make a super big mess. For lip liner, I am so excited to share this with you guys. These are the Juvia's Place Luxe lip liners. This is specifically in the color Cola. I originally had one and then I bought a couple more because I love gel lip liners, and these are so pigmented and creamy, it's kind of insane. Then for our lipstick, I'm going to use this Milani lipstick in the color Teddy Bear, but another really good one, if you guys are looking for affordable lipsticks, are the NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks. I have a couple of these colors and I love all the formulas. Super creamy, super comfortable. Two honorable mentions for lip gloss. I haven't reached for this in a really long time, and shame on me. It will always be my forever and always love. This is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss. This is in the color Mocha Twist, but every single NYX Butter Gloss I have ever tried, absolutely love. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss because I haven't used this in a really, really long time. And it's very pigmented. All right, guys, this is the look I was able to come up with using products that are all under $10. Nothing in this video was a flop. Let's stick on the teeth. Let's stick on the teeth. If you guys enjoy videos like these, please make sure to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe to this channel. I post on here every 4 days, so you never have to miss me for too long. If you guys have any specific videos that you would like to see, please let me know down in the comments below. If you're in the mood to binge watch, well, lucky for you, I have a playlist of full faces. I have a whole bunch of other playlists that I will list down in the description box, that way you guys can check those out. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know I had fun filming it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.